You wake up tired. Not just a little sleepy, deeply drained. Your body feels heavy. Your thoughts feel slow. Even getting out of bed feels like effort. And the strangest part? You didn't really do anything yesterday. No intense work, no physical exhaustion, no obvious reason to feel like this. So why do you? Why does doing almost nothing still leave you completely empty? Because what's draining you isn't what you see. It's what's constantly happening in the background. You're not tired because your body is overworked. You're tired because your brain never stops. Not for a second. From the moment you wake up, your attention gets pulled in 100 directions. You check your phone, messages, notifications, updates. Your brain instantly switches on. Before you even get out of bed, you've already started consuming. And that sets the tone for the entire day. Because from that moment on, your brain never gets silence. Let's be precise about something. There are two types of tired: physical exhaustion and mental exhaustion. Physical exhaustion feels clean. You worked hard. Your muscles are tired. You rest. You recover. Mental exhaustion is different. It's messy. It's invisible. And it doesn't go away with sleep alone. Because it's not about energy used. It's about energy constantly leaking. Your brain is processing non-stop input, scrolling, watching, switching, comparing, reacting. Even when you think you're relaxing, you're actually feeding your brain more data. And every piece of input has a cost. Not a big one individually, but thousands of tiny costs add up fast. Here's what's really happening. Every time you check your phone, your brain has to recognize new information, decide if it matters, react emotionally, store or discard it. That entire process happens in seconds, but it still consumes energy. Now multiply that by hundreds or thousands of times per day. No wonder you feel drained. And it's not just quantity, it's fragmentation. Your attention is constantly broken. You start something, stop. Switch to something else, stop again. Open another app, close it. Your brain never finishes a cycle. It's always starting, never completing. That creates mental tension, unfinished loops. And unfinished loops consume energy in the background. This is why you feel tired even when you've done nothing. Because mentally, you've done too much, just not in a way that feels productive. Now let's go deeper. Your brain runs on prediction. It likes patterns. It likes stability. It likes knowing what's next. But modern life destroys that. Every scroll is unpredictable. New video, new idea, new emotion, again and again. Your brain stays alert, always scanning, always preparing. And that constant alertness keeps your nervous system activated. You're never fully relaxed. Even when you're lying down, even when you're resting, your body is still in a mild stress state, heart slightly elevated, breathing slightly shallow, muscles slightly tense. Not enough to notice, but enough to drain you over time. This is called cognitive load, and most people are overloaded, not because life is too hard, but because their attention is constantly occupied. Then comes dopamine, and this is where things get worse. Dopamine is not just pleasure, it's anticipation. It's what makes you want the next thing. And modern content is engineered to keep you wanting. Short bursts, fast cuts, endless novelty. Your brain gets used to high stimulation, so when things slow down, they feel empty, boring, even painful. That's why simple tasks feel exhausting, not because they require too much effort, but because they don't give enough stimulation. Your brain resists them, and resistance feels like fatigue. So you avoid the task. You go back to scrolling. Quick reward, easy relief. But afterward, you feel worse. Less energy, less focus, less motivation, and the cycle continues. There's also something else happening: decision fatigue. Every input is a decision. Watch or skip, reply or ignore, continue or exit. Your brain is constantly choosing, and decisions drain energy. Not physically, mentally. By the end of the day, your ability to decide is weaker. That's why small things feel overwhelming. Not because they're hard, but because your brain is already depleted. And then there are the thoughts you don't deal with. Unfinished tasks, things you're avoiding, stress you keep postponing. They don't disappear. They stay open, like tabs in your mind. Each one quietly running, each one using energy. Even when you're doing nothing, you're carrying everything. This creates a constant background noise, not loud enough to panic you, but strong enough to exhaust you. Now here's the key insight. Rest is not the absence of activity. It's the absence of input. And most people never remove input. Fifth, externalize your mind. Write things down. Don't store everything internally. Your brain is for processing, not for storage. Sixth, rebuild sensitivity. Limit high stimulation content. Not completely, but enough to let your brain recalibrate, so normal life feels engaging again. And finally, respect your attention, because your energy follows your attention. Where it goes, your life goes. So if your attention is constantly scattered, your energy will be too. Next time you feel tired, pause for a second. Not to rest, but to notice. What has your brain been doing all day? How much input have you consumed? How many things have you started without finishing? Because your exhaustion is not random. It's a direct result of how your attention is used. You don't need to do more, you need to process less. And when you finally give your mind what it actually needs, silence, space, and completion, something shifts. Your thoughts become clearer, your body feels lighter, your energy returns. Not instantly, but steadily. Because you were never lazy, you were never broken, you were just running a system that never gets to stop. And once you learn how to let it stop, you don't just feel less tired, you feel alive again.